Is that a YZ450? MX101, FMF exhaust, DecalWorks graphics, SSS suspension. It's got my number on it. Dude! That's right, the MXA Wrecking Crew, we are in Canada for round 3 of the outdoor series for the Triple Crown Canadian Nationals, and I'm riding a factory Yamaha YZ450 with the MX101 Yamaha team. This week in MXA, episode number 183, presented by O'Neill Racing. Yep, we're gonna see how I can do in Canada. Sunday morning, racing on Sunday here. Canada got some rain last night, and Brandon, how's the track looking?
Track's looking raceable.
Raceable?
Track's looking like it's gonna be a tough one today. It'll be good, a little deep, but these track crews out here should be able to get it nice and cleaned up. Looks a little muddy. Yep. It'll be fun.
First practice sounds like was canceled. They're gonna let us know they're delaying it like 2.5 hours. Qualifying will probably be all we get, and go have some fun and some slap. Don't hit the outside. Don't hit the outside.
I think the watering that they did probably didn't make any difference with the monsoon they got. They probably wouldn't have ripped it as deep as they did if they knew the monsoon they were gonna get, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a mudder. Or maybe not. They're pushing a lot of it off. They've delayed us by 3 hours, so the sun's coming out, the wind's coming out. We could go from extremely muddy to extremely dusty in the span of about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, usually I'm sitting around on the computer with developing motocross gear and boots and gloves and helmets and things, but today we're here playing in the mud helping Josh out. So yeah, this is my man Grayson. He's gonna give us a hand today.
Preston Kilroy is my teammate for today. This is round 3 for you, and 450 MX101 Yamaha. It came together like last minute, but you're doing pretty well at the first 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, no, it's been good. Like I said, I had a month of prep, so but overall I've been liking the bike. Canada's pretty sweet. Never been up here, so it's been a cool experience.
That's cool. How stoked are you that this worked out?
I'm really stoked. Yeah, I love the 450, so just riding the 450 fits me better. So
what's the biggest difference between an AMA National and a Canadian National?
I would say from round 1 and 2, from what I've learned, the tracks, like in AMA they get like multiple lines at work, you know, and here you got one good line.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's a struggle. Like last weekend I really struggled with the pass, so yeah, I'd say just line choice, lines, you know, you got your inside, your outside, and that's about it.
Kevin Tyler, man in charge, owner of the MX101 Yamaha team. Thanks for letting me experience being a factory Yamaha rider for a day.
Yeah, thanks for coming to wreck my bike in the mud.
Yeah, it was about to be a really nice day, and then the rain came down hard, but man, what's it been like for you? You got Preston on the team now, kind of a last minute addition.
Yeah, I mean, a 450 guy, I knew I needed somebody, but I'm fairly particular in terms of I'd like to make sure that we get a right fit.
Yeah.
And talk to a lot of guys all winter, and Preston's name kept kind of coming up to the top, and you know, he hadn't got a lot of 450 experience in terms of racing. He's been a 250 guy, and he's like, no, I like the 450, and you hear that a lot from people, right? They're like, oh yeah, I like the 450. I'm a better 450 rider. Everybody says that, right? So, yeah, but yeah, it took a bit of a gamble, I guess, and it's been amazing. Yeah, he's been super good, easy to work with, and obviously fast enough to represent well.
That's cool. And what about American rider like myself coming in and joining for the day? What's your expectations, and what should I look out for?
I mean, I think normally what I would have said, like in terms of, you know, the tracks being so different up here, in terms of our tracks are a lot smaller and tighter. They get choppy rough, coming into corners, choppy coming out. You don't get the big, you know, we generally don't get the long, you know, 100-foot ruts. Like, I guess they haven't really been prepping the AMA tracks like that though, the last couple of weeks. Couple rounds, but I don't know what we're gonna get out here.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, it could be interesting. It looks like we got a little bit of everything, where they push a lot off, where it's gonna be really hard and slippery, and maybe not develop a whole lot of lines. And then we got some stuff that they haven't touched that should get pretty gross.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
All right, qualifying time. Let's see how this goes. Track's pretty deep and gnarly. We should have ran a paddle. Not that we didn't think about it, but we didn't think we were going to need it. But we definitely want a paddle right now, but we don't have it, so we're gonna send it, and then maybe first moto we'll do a paddle. We'll see. I kept my white gear pretty white. Qualified 8th, I believe, last we checked. Not bad. Track was gnarly. I was going for a run of the roll lap to try to do another fast one, but we ended up changing to the scoop tire at the last second. I missed the first lap, but we got the scoop on, so much help.
That stuff's deep. It's thick. Like it sticks to your boots and you can't even put your boot up onto the peg. Like a couple times I was just no footer, hanging on for dear life. Right here.
Where you want it?
Right there.
That's cool, man. Thank you.
It's time to go racing. First moto, 250 moto, got red flag. Somebody went down, so that's not good. But track is crazy, chaotic. I only did 3 laps in qualifying. I did one first lap to check out the track. I crossed the finish line. I did a fast lap, and then I pulled off the track for a couple minutes. I was in 8th, and then I went one more slow lap, and I was going to go for one more fast lap, but ran out of time. But we switched to the paddle at the last second. That was a huge help. Qualified 8th, which was good. Thanks to Alan Brown for slapping the tire real quick. Thanks to Carson for being my mechanic. Now let's go see how we can do in the motos. Getting into the details on the bike, this engine is very close to stock. Alan Brown does the engines here for the MX-101 Yamaha team, and he's kind of the crew chief for them as well, and he's one connection for me to the MX-101 Yamaha team. Also FXR. They are a title sponsor of the MX-101 team, and we've been hanging out with them here at the Canadian headquarters the last couple days. Inside the engine, pretty well stock, Recluse torque drive clutch, Vortex ECU mapped with VP fuel and FMF header and muffler. Also got a Churby's plastics all throughout. Decalworks did the graphics. Decalworks also did the gripper seat cover on here, Renthal bars, and my favorite, hydraulic clutch. It's got the Brembo hydraulic clutch, which you can buy through the GYTR hard parts catalog. Dunlop MX34 tires, Excel Takasago rims, Kite hubs. We also got some Ride Engineering 22mm offset triple clamps, so the stock offset, ready to go racing.
Pull the wheelie out of there.
When I came to Canada, I thought the tracks was going to be a little bit easier. Everybody's telling me about the tracks are a little bit easier, but that track was not easier. It was pretty gnarly. I have the GYTR hydraulic clutch on there, and they're holding the gates really long on the start, and everybody's revving for like 15 seconds before they go, and I was later than the guys next to me. I waited thinking I was going to be smart, but I still was holding it in too long. My clutch started to fade. I was creeping towards the gate, and then once I dropped the gate, I had no clutch, but then hydraulic clutch, you know, came back late, like in the first turn. And then after that, I was just kind of doggy paddling first couple laps, and then passed a couple guys, got passed by a couple guys, and I got 12th, and I got lapped. So these guys are gnarly. These guys are real deal. Good job to the guys up front, Josiah Snatsky, Jess Pettis, first and second, and then our own Preston Kilroy was third. So, Andy, what do you think?
Well, I think if you had a little better jump off the gate,
Yep.
and not wheelied halfway down the straightaway, you would have been right up there, and I think you would have been in the mix. It's hard to get going when you're behind a lot of people like that. And
Yeah.
a one-liner.
Try for a better start, see if we can hold on.
This is gnarly, but this is normal Manitoba win for you. Come to Canada, this is what you get.
This guy's so picky, dude. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's taking him so long. He's holding up the whole line over here. Get a good start. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Get a good start. Try to make Carson proud this moto because he's worked really hard today.
Yeah.
So I got to just go a little faster for a little longer and try to make Carson and Trevor proud because you guys work hard and it's time to have some fun with it.
Just gotta do a little more of
that. Okay.
Canadian ruts. You don't get those where you're from. Need more rain.
Great. Oh, we're having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun having them.
I was doing a lot better start. I was running 9th, I was putting pressure on 8th, and then I had 10th and 11th right on me, and then I went down with like 3 laps to go. But I'm really proud of myself. I rode a lot better. Trevor, do you think I rode better? Yeah? Okay, good.
So we made it. You made it through. 9 in the last moto, so.
Thank you for the help, dude.
No problem.
Appreciate it. I rode a lot better, right?
You did? A lot smoother. You were staying more smooth,
and tipped over. You see that?
Yeah. Lost a couple spots there, but
2 spots.
Okay.
I was proud of it. I felt like that was better.
Yeah, way better. Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
No problem.
What do you think, Andy? A little better?
Way better.
Way better?
You were all the way up to 8th.
Yeah. 8th. I was moving forward, or not moving forward, but I was at least keeping up.
Yeah, and that you were in that pack, and you guys were all holding around the same lap time, so it was
that was a bummer.
You felt better?
It felt better until I tipped over. Once I tipped over, I was gassed. But definitely was way better that time.
Yeah, that was a good moto.
Thank you.
I saw it all. You were in a battle the whole time.
I rode really a lot better that time.
Yeah, you were smooth. You were rolling.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I was proud of
it down a little bit, or
like
in terms of not smooth, but
it was a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
the ruts looked like they were just more linear than the stupid couple.
There's a couple better ones. Yeah. Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it. That was awesome. Thank you.
The first moto was like not really the best, but that moto was good.
Oh, for sure. I rode better, huh? Yeah. So I flipped over. So this kid is from Texas, and his little brother's catching up to him, just like my little brother was catching up to me. I got to encourage him somehow. My brother passed me when I was 17 and he was 14. We were talking about it, so I don't know, what can I say? Yeah. You're welcome. That's factory. Never signed a Croc before. I signed sunglasses today.
Hell of a good ride.
The second one was better until 3 laps to go.
I saw you just tuck the front end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of was cheering for you there one spot lap. I don't know if you saw me. I was right by the Camelback.
Yeah.
And I was like, I better not, because the focus right after that,
Yeah.
you needed. Like, I was just like, I can't even look that. I saw you kind of glance. I thought,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna make
Stay
you
on
go
the track.
down.
Yeah.
Just look forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milt here, he raced yesterday, owner of FXR. So when we went to Austria, the KTM test riders and the R&D guys, they were out racing and developing test bikes. When we come to Canada, we're hanging out with the FXR guys, and they're out here racing and testing their own products. So pretty awesome. 61 years old, and you raced the 40 plus class.
And 30. I ended up
And 30.
5, 4, and 30.
Nice.
5th overall, but it was awesome.
Pretty impressive,
Man, had a good time.
Awesome.
Thank you. And it was awesome seeing you cheering for me.
I appreciate
That's
it.
why I wanted to go cheer for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
The track.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Factory for a day. Team Yamaha MX101 took care of me. It wasn't based on my Paula and Hangtown results. I think if it was based on those results, I probably wouldn't have, no, maybe they would have let me anyway.
Yeah, that was just prep.
That was just prep.
And you were on the wrong colored bike.
That's true, sure.
If we'd sent down a bike to prep on,
Yeah,
oh, look out.
that would be in big trouble, huh? The competition.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Now, good day, MX101. Thank you to these guys for taking care of us. The semi is really sick. Makes me feel factory under here. The FXR guys make me feel factory. I got the logos all over the gear. I got my name printed into the jersey. And so thanks to Andy White for setting us up and babysitting us, buying us lots of food.
Yeah.
Kevin, how was it for you?
It was good. I mean, awesome having you guys up. You know, it was a pleasure to meet you. We'd never met.
Yeah.
Both been kicking around a while, and yeah, team had a pretty spectacular day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Second overall for
we
Seb?
were third overall in the 250s for Seb, and 5th for Oz. So
Nice.
career best for Oz for a 5th, and
Preston did good.
Preston, yeah, we're sitting 4th overall right now, but that last moto will be under review for the start.
Really?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
You got to stay inside the markers. You can't just go where you like.
Yeah, I flirt with that sometimes.
You flirt, well, this was more than a flirting. This was a little more than a flirt. Yeah, it might have been a little more than a flirt.
Okay, good stuff. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks to Carson for helping me out, being my mechanic all day. And MX101 Racing on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we picked up a bunch from you, so I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
It's been a good week.
All right.